so excited that Oprah, there's only one, as in Winfrey's here to reveal her newest book club selection. Only on CBS Mornings. We love when that happens. I'm going to say it again. Only on CBS's Mornings. Oprah is here with the author to tell us what she's chosen. So, Oprah, you start.
It's called From Here to the Great Unknown by Lisa Marie Presley and her daughter, Riley Keough.
In the memoir, the late Lisa Marie Presley tells her life story for the very first time. She died last year, as we know, before finishing the memoir. So her daughter, Riley Keough, completed the book. It includes stories from Presley about growing up at Graceland, grieving the death of her father, that, of course, was Elvis Presley, and motherhood. Emmy-nominated actor and now author Riley Keough is with us, along with Oprah. Congratulations, Riley, because I'm predicting, I'm going to go out on a limb and say bestseller on the way. Bestseller on the way.
I hope so.
What's it like, though, before we get started, to hear the word author in front of your name?
It's unexpected.
Is it?
It's definitely not something I thought would happen, but here we are.
Now, you did this because your mom asked you. She was writing her memoir, and she said, "I would like you to help me. For you to help me finish it." But what's so interesting to me is that it's you and your mom together, but you have your mom's tapes.
Yes.
Your mom taped a whole lot of stories about her life. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering what that was like for you to hear the tapes. And I asked that because when my mom died, I would just listen to her voice on the answering machine, and I found that hard.
Yeah.
So, but your mom is talking in great detail, the good, the bad, the ugly, warts and all. Yeah. What was it like for you to hear her voice telling those stories?
Well, the first time that I played the tapes was incredibly emotional.
I bet.
And then once I was sort of used to it, it really depended on what she was talking about. Some of the tapes are really funny. Some of them are really touching. So it was a wild, ride of emotions.
Oprah, I'd never seen a book like this where you have Lisa Marie, literally her voice, and you said, I did it verbatim, and then Riley weighs in. What made you pick this book of all the books you could?
Well, I was friends with Lisa Marie. We called ourselves cousins because
you have Presley in your family.
Yes, my grandmother's side of the family and mother's side of the family is, we're all Presleys. And so from the very first time we met, we were like, I think you might be related. You might be my 55th cousin.
Yeah.
And so we became friends. She's the one person who introduced me to truffle salt.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Did she?
That's an
Yes, she sent me this. It's an important introduction basket. And over the years, just became, friends. I remember when I was telling Riley that once her mom came to my house and she was like, I think I was followed. And I go, next time you think you're followed, don't turn in this game.
Keep on going.
Keep going.
Right.
That's
right.
Yes.
But guys, it was a complicated life your mom had. I mean, my heart went out to her because she seemed to be living the dream life. As Elvis Presley's daughter, living in Graceland. It just seemed like a princess. But her life was very complicated.
Yeah. I think that it's interesting because I think that reading the book, it does feel like a tragedy. But I think that it's really important for me to remember that there was so much joy and love and just wonderful times in our lives. And I think that she had experienced a lot of loss very early on in her life. And I think a lot of her life was dictated by that and by grief. So it was definitely complicated. But within that, there was so much, love between us all as well.
As you started to listen to those tapes and prepare and really excavate who your mother was, what's one of your favorite stories that you found out about her that you maybe didn't know?
I think I really love all of in the beginning of the book, there's a lot of stories about her running around Graceland and just kind of being wild, and she was
a terror.
She was a terror. And I think
on a golf cart.
On the golf cart and just like firing people and just kind of, she was a little bit of a terror, but I think I found
firing people at 4 years old. 5 years old.
4.
Yes.
I think I really enjoy reading that and listening to that because it makes me laugh and it was very funny.
So Oprah, you make this selection and it's in a way an easy one because the legacy of Elvis is so huge in this country. People are so hungry for more, they want to learn more. Why do you think he continues to fascinate and the family continues to fascinate all these years later?
I think because he made such an impression on people's hearts. I mean, we did a special together that's going to air tonight on CBS, and we were at Graceland, and people are, there are like thousands of people still coming every day.
Still, wow.
Every day. People are pushing people in wheelchairs. People are crying on the sidewalks still every day because of what his music meant to them, because of what his life story has meant to them. And I think that what is so moving to me is that this was the place where Lisa Marie, her mom, felt most at home and would go there often still and stay in his bedroom.
In his bed.
In his bed,
Yeah.
play his music and cry and mourn him.
She was really tethered there.
Yeah, very much tethered there. And I think she never got over really the death of her father. And then comes the death of her son later in life. And so it does feel tragic, but I think one of the reasons why I wanted to select the book is because there is always a bigger life that we don't know. And she opens the aperture and allows us to see some of that big life that we didn't know.
Yeah. Riley, what was it like? It's always fun to ask authors who get to be selected
Yeah.
as an Oprah Book Club pick what the feeling is like. It's a little different for you because you're already a prominent person, but I mean, when you get that call.
I mean, it's a very unique call.
Was it an actual phone call?
It was
Where
a
were
phone
you?
call. I was in the doctor's office. And I was sitting with my doctor alone in the room for a checkup. And my phone's ringing, and it's a number I don't know, which I don't normally pick up. I just had a feeling that I should pick it up.
Ah.
And I picked the phone up, and I just hear, Riley. And I was like, hello?
Yeah.
Who is it? I had no idea it was Oprah. And she goes, it's Oprah. And I went, hi, Oprah. And I think my doctor was like, jaw on the floor. And I just was like, hold on one second, it's Oprah.
I gotta take this call.
But Oprah, you actually knew Lisa Marie. I know that, she talked to you after Ben's death. What do you want people to know about her? Because what I got from the book, she really prided herself on being a good mother and wanted to be a good mother.
Well, as you will hear in tonight's special and also read in From Here to the Great Unknown, is that's the thing that she loved most about her life. And I think that's the one thing that brought her joy. And I remember talking to her after her son, your brother Ben, died, and she said she didn't want to go on, but didn't want to continue to live. And I said, you have to. And she said, well, the only reason to stay alive is for the girls, for you and your sisters.
Wow.
So,
Riley, it's quite a book. I can't wait for people to read it. Like I said, #1 bestseller. Just a prediction here.
There you
Oprah
go.
and Riley, we thank you. We thank you.
Thank you.
From Here to the Great Unknown is on sale now wherever you like to buy your books. Check out cbsmornings.com for a reader's guide from the memoir. Then head over to our Instagram page to find out how you can get more involved with Oprah's book club. You can also hear more of the family stories from Riley in the CBS Primetime event. And Oprah's special, The Presleys, I love this title, Elvis, Lisa Marie, and Riley. It's tonight at 8, 7 Central right here on CBS.